Hi, I'm Ella Snyder. I'm 20 years old and I'm making this video to tell you guys that I'm transgender. I have never talked about this on the internet before. Ever, ever, ever. I am really nervous to be making this video, but I also know that this does not change anything. This is simply me sharing a part of myself with you guys that I have never shared before, but it doesn't change who I am at all, and hopefully it doesn't change the way that you guys think of me or view me. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna be talking about today. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ella Snyder. I'm 20 years old and I am a transgender woman. I was born male. Or actually, I don't even want to say that. I don't want to say that I was born male because for my entire life, I have never felt male. I came out of the womb knowing that I was going to be a woman. I've known I was a girl my whole life, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I have to preface this with a story that my dad always tells about me being a toddler and him giving me a bath, and I'm sitting there in the bathtub clenching one of my many, many Barbie dolls, crying to my dad about how I'm not a boy. That is the gist of what I told him. And he always tells me that what I said verbatim was, I know I'm supposed to be happy with who I am, but I'm not happy with what I am. And that was kind of the catalyst in my journey, in my transition. And that's kind of when everything started to change. For as long as I can remember, I articulated my femininity to everyone I met. I was the little boy in preschool who arrived every day with a towel on my head, pretending it was my hair, and wearing a full-on Disney princess dress. Thankfully, my parents were always super supportive of me, and I am so incredibly grateful for that. I know I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be the woman that I had always dreamt of being if it wasn't for their continued support. I know when I first started expressing feelings about my body and my gender that they were super confused. I mean, can you blame them? Like, I was literally a three-year-old boy telling my parents that I'm not a boy, I'm a girl, like, you have to understand, I'm a girl. Like, what parents wouldn't be super confused? But because of that, I spent a lot of my childhood in the offices of child development specialists, psychiatrists, therapists, social workers, literally the whole lot, doctors, everything. My parents just wanted to make sure that there wasn't something wrong with me. They wanted to make sure that this wasn't a phase. And I spent a lot of my childhood trying to figure that out. You know, is this a phase? Am I a gay boy? Am I a woman? All of this. There were a lot of questions and a lot of things that felt like they needed to be worked out for me to get to where I wanted to be. Honestly though, it did make me feel like there was something wrong with me, and all of the people that I surrounded myself with made sure that I felt that way. I spent the entirety of my childhood being called a faggot, being called a tranny. I'd get death threats and beaten up at school. People tormented me over social media, over text, in person. And honestly, that's why when I started my channel, I wanted to keep that part of my identity hidden. I was just so sick of feeling like there was something wrong with me, and I was so sick of being treated so cruelly, and YouTube became this place for me that was safe. I was a normal girl, and all of these people from around the world were seeing me as a normal girl. And that's why for so long I have kept this part of my identity hidden from you guys. I started living my life as female when I was 11 years old. That's when I started presenting as female, and that's also around the time that I started my YouTube channel. When I was 16, I made the decision to undergo gender reassignment surgery, which was both the most challenging and rewarding thing that I've ever put myself through. it really wasn't until recently that I've become so secure in my femininity and so proud of my identity. And a lot of it is thanks to the rise and representation of the trans community. The only examples of trans people that I grew up with were seeing people like me on the news talking about hate crimes or hearing about trans people being murdered. And also just seeing trans people in documentaries that made me feel like some kind of a freak. But recently, thanks to shows like Pose on FX or Euphoria on HBO, and thanks to people like Hunter Schafer and India Moore, I have started to feel very normal about who I am, and I've started to feel really confident with myself and really secure in my body and secure with my journey. And I don't know, I'm really appreciative of this new kind of representation of trans people and this positive representation, and I'm just so grateful for those people and for these shows, and honestly just for the support of the trans community, and just, it's amazing. Thanks to those shows, I have the strength to sit here today and share this part of myself with you guys. So thank you. The other day, I was going through my old Facebook posts and found my first ever coming out video. I filmed this 6 years ago as a way of coming out as transgender to all of my school friends. And a lot of what I say in the video is still true to this day, so I figured I would just roll the clip and share this with you guys.
Hey everyone, it's Ella, and today I have some pretty important information to share with you, so I suggest you take a seat because this is a big deal. So I, Ella Snyder, am transgender, and for those of you who don't know what it is to be transgender or what transgender means, I thought I'd look it up for you. So the proper definition of the word transgender is a person who strongly identifies with the opposite gender and may seek to live as a member of this gender, especially by undergoing surgery and hormone therapy to obtain the necessary physical appearance. So what does this mean for me? It just means I was born in the wrong body. I was biologically born a boy, but in my head, I've always been a girl. Ever since I was little, I preferred Barbies over trucks, pink more than blue, and dresses over pants. You get the picture. What I'm trying to say is that I didn't just wake up one day and decide, oh, I think I'm gonna be transgender today. It's something that I was born with. I've always been a girl. There are millions of transgender people out there. So being transgender does not make me different. It makes me, me, and I'm proud of who I am. No one should get hate for being their own individual. So in closing, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. I hope that we can all still be friends, because honestly, I'm the same person I was before you watched this video. Thanks for listening.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm really excited to be a more active member of my community from here moving forward, and I hope that you guys still like me. I'm sure that there are more questions to be answered, so feel free to drop any questions that you have down below. Please be nice, and I would be more than happy to film a follow-up video. I am so incredibly happy to finally share this part of my life with you guys. I hope that you feel the same way. Before I go, I just wanted to say something for all of my transgender sisters and brothers out there watching this video. I love you. Don't let anyone make you feel like you aren't normal, because you are. You are more than normal. You are special. You are beautiful. I know everyone says this and it's so freaking cliche, but things really will get better. Things do get better. I went from being someone who was so insecure and so miserable and people made me honestly hate myself, to this confident and brilliant young woman, and I'm the woman that I've always wanted to be. And I hope that I can be a living example for you guys and a support system. Like I said before, I'm so excited to be a more active member in my community. And I really look forward to talking with you guys very soon about this more in depth. But yeah, this is my coming out video. I did it. I'm out. I'm transgender. That's all. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about my journey. Check out my social media down below. All the YouTube outro stuff. Yeah, I feel absolutely euphoric right now. I'm gonna go dance around my apartment and just be excited about this. Yeah, bye everyone. I love you.